Hello boys and girls. I'm going to show you today my coins. Coins are actually all the tea card symbols that I have, and this one here is the steampunk coins, and I've got fairy coins and also Alice in Wonderland coins, and it's the collection of the 50 cards, or the gold standard, like my tea cards. And this here is a coins mat, and the coins mat you use just like you would use a GT mat or grunter blow, and that is the other coins mat. So I've got a steampunk version, and this one I call it's my wild cats. Look at my cats, aren't they cute? And there's another one, masquerade cats. So how do you use them? These mats, by the way, they're in that lovely stretch jersey, so you can scrunch it all up to your heart's content, and you don't have to iron it. It's the best stuff ever, and it's what I prefer even with my clothing, so I don't actually have to iron any clothes. So with the coins, you've got, this one I just keep in my bowl. The steampunk ones as well have a yes and a no coin. So I've got a yes coin and a no coin as well. There's also man and lady, and there's also two non-binary people. So I'm just going to leave the lady and the man in them at the moment, and you mix them up. And when you've got a GT mat, you lay out your coins on the placements. Now, it's up to you whether you want to go and lay them all out like this in numerical things, or you might want to think, no, I feel like going down there, and I feel like putting it down there, and this one here, one up here, and you fill out your entire mat with your coins. And when you lay them down in a GT mat like this, sorry for the noise, when you do this, you then are reading both the coin itself as well as the house that it is sitting on. So like I said, you can just do whatever your heart's content is. Now I won't lay them all out, but I want to lay out a couple so I can explain briefly how you would read with the GT mat. So I'll just do that many for starters. You've got all these different ways that you can read. You can read them in lines of, say, 3, lines of 5. You can read them in pairings, so you want to read in pairings like that. You can read in your boxes of 9s. And really, it's up to you. Like, you might look, okay, where's the female? So I actually will lay out a few more because I want a few things around this female just to show you briefly. Please excuse my voice because I have a chest infection and I'm trying really, really hard not to cough at the moment. So I don't know if I'll be able to hold it in for much longer. Sorry, I won't be able to hold it in. Okay, I just want to put in that few more. So say you are reading for a lady and she's got a whole bunch of questions she wants to ask. So you would then look at, okay, what house is the lady sitting on? So lady sitting on the house of the balloon there would tell me lady who's under a lot of pressure. Balloon, pressure, lady, querent. So I'm then looking what's around her. She's got cherry and angel. So cherries is often about newness of sweet loves or sweeter things in life. And often cherries as a 2 means multiple areas in her life or some choices that she needs to make. And it's sitting on angel, which tells me she's got some good choices or good things that is going on around her. We've got below her, we've got the book, and that's sitting on dancer, which tells me happiness around something she is learning. We've got the lion sitting on the cross. Now, lion is a power symbol. It also represents young male. So it can tell me a headstrong young male on the cross, maybe giving her a little bit of grief. We've got here the dog on the cane, so it tells me there's another supportive older person. Usually cane means masculine energy, so it does tell me, yep, there's a good supportive older male here though, and it's good to see that when you've got the younger male here. Here we've got the Tower sitting on birds, so it tells me communications or discussions around her work and what's going on there. So that is how you would read using coins together with a GT mat. By adding the GT mats, you are getting just a second layer or more information that you would normally get just out of the straight ones. So if we didn't have the GT mat under here, it would tell me lady who's got some choices and things she needs to look at the suite of options, and it may be something to do with her career here. Here she's got a young, strong male and a supportive older male, and we've got the book. So Lion's looking at the back end of the books. The opening of the books is here, which tells me the influence of the younger male may not be what she needs so much as in, or she's ignoring him, not looking at him with the book closed. But the open book here tells me a more mature male is better advice and help and support for her in what she's learning. So you can still use your coins without your house layers, but your mats add that second layer, and that's just the beauty of it. And you go through GTs the same way, like you've got the male down here, and you would do the same. Male here, you can read them in a box of 9. You say you wanted to know about your work, so you would look at the Tower for your work, and you can read its clusters and boxes and so on. Heart down here, if you were looking for love, same thing. Read around it, what's the clusters and so on. So that's just a simple way of using your coins together if you have the houses mats that you want to go with them. So, and I'll show you now other ways you use your coins. All right. So, other ways you can use your coins. Like I said, these ones we've got yes and a no with. Excuse me. So, you might want to say, okay, you've got a decision to make, so what's the positives out of that decision? And what's some of the negatives out of that decision? So you can use them like that as well. And even if you have the kit without the yeses and nos in them, you can again look and draw coins just the same as you would charms. So I'll have 3 on this side and I'll draw 3 for that side and say, okay, what's the pros and cons of a situation? So you can use them that way. You can also lay them out exactly how you would lay out cards. So say I'm laying out a box of 9, I'll go centre. So, and I would lay out simply all around it. So they're very easy. And I love the tactile feeling of coins. They just feel unbelievable. These are a 1-inch coin, and I love the clocks because there's always time for tea. And these are the coloured images, and they're actually set in glass. Most people think it's resin. It's actually not. It's glass. And like you said, because they're anchored down, I've never had one of these smash ever. And I'm pretty rough with them. So very robust, very beautiful way, and they feel so tactile in your hands. So have a look in the Etsy store. That's a brief overview of my coins. So thanks for listening.